Alright folks, welcome back. This is part 19 of Blackthorne. We're going to knock out another one of these, and you know, it's just about clear sailing in terms of what you have left to see. Sarlacc, as of today when I'm recording this, I have beaten the game. So that basically means that there's no more ifs, ands, or buts as to whether or not this is going to come out. It will. And I can tell you that Sarlacc is not as much of a bastard fighting him as long as you know to use the crouch ability. When you press down and Kyle's kind of crouched like he just was, you're going to need that technique to dodge like his melee attacks, so just expect that. But we'll get more to that when we actually fight Sarlacc, but that's just a brief teaser as to some of the shit that goes on. So we got to wrap up the third to last stage. We still have a little bit left to do. There is some cheap tricks that kind of piss me off here. Really, you need as many of these bombs as possible to be able to knock out these spiders, because they are really worse. You know, they take off 2 hits when they hurt you, so yeah. So Kyle will go from full health to half health just within like 2 or 3 of those explosions. So I was kind of thinking about it last night in terms of like what my future is for Acid Roots. I mean, I've been doing videos on this channel for, since my return for about 6 months now. And I'm just trying to figure out as to what the goals are going to be, because I'm starting to realize, although I do have plenty of video games to mess with, I can't really beat them all. And this is kind of the situation. I mean, I kind of decided to play Blackthorne on a whim, and I don't really have too many other Super Nintendo games. I mean, I don't really want to do like Super Mario World and Donkey Kong Country 2 and games like that, just because, I mean, there's hundreds upon hundreds of people who have done those games. So I want to find more games like this, but then also games that I can actually finish and get to the ending of, and that's just not the easiest thing to sit there and do. So I'm kind of stuck in limbo a little bit. I mean, I still do have Super Metroid, which I'm going to do, but beyond that and then Final Fantasy, I'm just running out of a lot of games that I can do, so I'm going to have to start finding like short games just to kind of bolster this channel a bit more. And so I have more than 200 videos, because at the rate I'm going, I mean, this is never going to, there's no way I could ever thrive off of YouTube with me just having, getting like how many hits a month and that sort of shit, and when I only have beaten like 7 or 8 games, especially when 20 other people have beaten those games also. So that's the predicament. But yeah, be careful here. I mean, honestly, at this stage, Kyle will fall to his death, and it's a long stage. You probably don't want to do it over. So there's some cheap tricks at this very end point, but this is essentially the very end of the stage. So I'm just kind of... The only thing I'm really curious about here is just me trying to jump to that point. I was just like, whatever, I'm just going to run past it. So I didn't want Kyle to bump his head on the force field and then fall to his death. I didn't feel like chancing it. So, I mean, there's some parts in this game where you only get one opportunity to take a risk, and otherwise you're going to waste like another 20 or so minutes of your time. So you kind of be the judge of what you want to do there. But so we're going to head to the penultimate stage. Got to get this done. This is not too much of a bastard, but it's more just the endurance. This is quickly becoming a marathon. So, just whether or not you can do it. But I'll tell you, if I ever start streaming one day, I don't know, I'm really not the streaming type, but if I ever do, I just would have to kind of say this would not be a game I would do for a stream. Just absolutely not. No. I think there's like a power-up around here somewhere. I'm not really sure where, but just understand that they kind of hide the power-ups. You have to really... This game is kind of like Super Mario Brothers, where it'll surprise you just with where they put those things. so I just reset the game there because I didn't want to start with all that damage because I figured I would die. So we'll just start over. But forgot what I was talking about. Huh. Oh well. Huh. Oh yeah, it's like Super Mario Brothers where they kind of hide some of these special secrets and power-ups for you, but the problem with it is they're not as out in the open as in Super Mario Brothers. So I mean, especially in the final stage, there's actually 2 potions in the final stage in Blackthorne, and you may not know that just because of one that's so hidden. It's ridiculous. It's redonkulous. So this is what you have to pay attention to, and I was kind of hoping for an extra potion in this stage, but this one's really not as horrible as like some other ones. I really feel like I almost hated the canyon stages more than these, but you'll see. Just come along for the ride, take a ride with me, let's cruise. So, we got some shit to take care of here, and this golem is really not too terrible. So. It's been a quiet day. I mean, really, it's been a quiet kind of morning. It's Sunday, and things are kind of mellow on Instagram and kind of mellow on TikTok, so I'm just kind of not an abundance of things to really have going on. It's mellow on television, so I mean, it's kind of, I mean, I don't have a problem with like lackadaisical too much, but I kind of reach a point where, I don't know, I guess I just have to reflect on yesterday. I gotta get better at that, as kind of being excited for stuff that made me happy the day before, so as not to be greedy, because I know it's just like how I feel with the acidic roots, is I don't like having to do daily videos just because I have over 1,000 videos up, so it's like you need to watch some of those, you know, but so I'm just gonna have to get that in motion. But yeah, so we basically need a bomb, and I don't know where to get one. I'm guessing I have to do a running jump, and then again I have the levitator, so but do you see that item over there? We need to get to that. I just realized that, kind of like a radar for me. Don't want to do that. That would kill me or hurt me considerably. Let's do a jump. Dodge these spiders. You see what I'm talking about here? A lot of this game has to do with patience. This is what you gotta pay attention to. So, I don't like to run. I don't like to jump openly. You'll learn. What item do we get here? A bomb. That's what we need. We desperately need. Whatever else. I am starting to think about doing more PlayStation games, though. I need to kind of figure it out. I have another YouTube channel where I'm thinking about doing stuff like music related and Guitar Hero stuff, but I'm really trying to figure out what sort of PS1 and PS2 games I'd like to do over on this channel. So these are just multiple questions. I mean, the field, I feel like this was kind of a summer game for me, but now that we're wrapping things up, I have to shift gears and kind of figure out what my next move is going to be. But this is getting kind of tricky. I have a hangnail that I'm trying to pick off while I'm recording this for you, but I don't want it to leave a sore. I hate hangnails. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to use the clippers. That's the dialect, you know. So now I have to sit with the hangnail for another 4 minutes. there is a potion over there, so we need to get to those yellow bags that you see over there, but there's no way of getting to them yet. Well, I guess... Wait a second. Wait a tick. We do have the bridge key, I think. Or do we? Hal's kind of being a doofus. Think about what else has been going on. The VMAs are coming up this weekend. I thought about doing some videos about them, but I don't really know as far as like what I would do. I mean, I like the VMAs. I know it's gonna... I know I'm probably... You know... Ariana Grande is getting a lot cuter. I mean, that's kind of the thing. She's really small, and I think she's probably like 115 pounds or something, but she gets cuter a lot more when you see her. That is kind of... That's the thing. She just kind of feels like your little sister, you know? You think about it like that. It just is like, you just, like, get out of my way, you know? But this is kind of the thing, is that she's probably going to be there. And trying to think of whoever else is going to be there. There's been a lot of stuff that's happened in music across like the past year. I'm just trying to think of some other folks that have dropped last year, like Roddy Ricch and that Rockstar song and the Box song and some of those things. If you're not into hip hop, I don't really know like what country stuff has been coming out. Rock has been relatively quiet. I think Ozzy Osbourne dropped something. I don't know if they're going to talk about him, you know. It's kind of like hell. So, how's my jaw? We'll snag these goodies. The last time we'll see these bombs, so kiss them goodbye. I'm gonna hold on. There's 2 potions in this stage. I'm just gonna make sure, because it's like, you know, this is starting to become kind of a bastard to do some of these segments. Like a particular part that really pissed me off, and I think we're at it about right now. Yep. The orc and the golem up there, that's what did it. We gotta fight him though. We don't have a choice. So just know that trying to pull out my gun. This is kind of a pain in the arse, you know. So I'm just kind of watching. You know what I mean? I did not want to do this stage over again. This is going to happen in this stage and the next stage, so if you cannot take out 2 of these enemies like this, you're going to have to learn the trade, because otherwise there's going to be game overs. And, or at least unnecessary damage. So, I was just kind of like, fuck it. I was kind of pissed off at that point. I was just kind of getting a little gnash teeth and shit. But so there is another potion, so don't worry about that. So, they knew that this would piss you off. But alright folks, so that about wraps up the episode. We're gonna get part 20. I might do part 20 today, I might not. Got Final Fantasy I also have to do because it's been a little while there. But alright, subscribe for more fun. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful night.